We'll so we'll wait for Sam to pop on in and say
Yeah,
hi.
for sure.
Um, we guys, we've known Sam Carlson from UpHex. We've known Sam for, man, 3 years now, and the incredible journey that the whole UpHex has jumped on has been amazing. Yes,
And we
Suzanne, you
met
can
him
definitely
last
we'll
year.
have a recording of this coming out. So we're gonna bust this into a recording so that we'll send it out to everybody with our UpHex crew so that we can make sure we get it out to you. So if you can't stay, that's okay. If you can stay, you're going to get all the secrets and the good stuff, and you get to ask us stuff live, like you just did. But if you can't stay, I understand. It's part of life, right? So
The most fun is you get to grill Walt like while
yeah,
he's here. Hey, show me
yeah.
if it can do
We,
this. Show me how to do this.
we
That's what I
registered a
love doing.
domain called askwalt.ai because Johan was joking. We can like upload all of our. I don't know. Were you joking? We can upload all of our
No,
videos these
no.
days and get AI to answer all the questions. But I think we
Man,
still
and
got
now
that
people are
domain, by the
building.
way.
uh, Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Sam's jumping in. He said he'll be here in a
Great.
minute.
Let's get Sam up here as well and get the man himself on the call. Let's see if we got Sam. We should you should be able to jump in now
Ooh,
and say hello and come on
Mr.
in.
Sam, what's
There he is,
up?
dude.
How you doing?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Hi,
Good to
man.
see you. Are you well?
I'm doing good, guys. How are y'all?
Yeah, really good, man. Really good. I was catching up on a couple of your YouTube videos yesterday. I love the lighting that you've got on your YouTube and the like spotlight on the UpHex and everything. That was so cool, man. Are you doing
Uh,
well?
Doing good. We put that on, that on. I'll
It's
get some lights going on.
like got it all
It's
like Iron Man style, just clicking buttons and moving things around.
There you go. There you go. Fancy me.
Love it.
No, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We as you know, we are the biggest fans of UpHex. We just love what you're doing and what you're providing out there to people. We were going through I don't want to give away the secrets of the webinar because otherwise, like, why are you going to stick around? But I was going through the presentation last night, was like just making sure we go, UpHex and the opportunity that's there for businesses, and being able to literally go to any business that's out there that's running ads, and the ones that aren't running ads that want to be, and be able to go, you know what, let's make this easier for you, like the whole libraries and everything. Just love what you've done with the program, mate, and the advancements that you're bringing through. Just super, super cool.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate Walt. Appreciate you. Johan, appreciate you. Excited to be here. You guys are awesome. I mean, White Labels, you guys have been around. I mean, we kind of came on the scene at the same time,
Yeah.
which is a lot of fun for us to kind of come up together. So awesome. You guys have done a lot of really incredible things with your platform and your community as well. So excited to be a part of it.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thanks,
man.
man.
And we're just getting started. You should see what we've got coming.
I can't wait.
Oh
Am I
yeah,
going to
We
hear
do.
about it? Am I going to hear about it in Dallas?
You are
You're
you
gonna
coming
hear
along?
you're gonna hear about it right now. But yes,
Yeah, man,
definitely.
absolutely. We
I don't have
did
to
a
wait.
major release yesterday, and we got
Awesome.
you guys are some of the first to see it in the world of some
Awesome.
new cool stuff that we added yesterday, and we've got some really incredible AI stuff coming into the program on a regular basis. But yesterday was a big one, big release, big update there. So super cool. And you coming on, guys, if you're watching Johan and Sam and I catch up and vamp a little bit, but if you haven't booked your ticket for Dallas yet, make sure you do. It's a huge event, and it's a really great place to come and hang out with Sam and have breakfast with us and just learn all the cool stuff and what's working in
it's
the space and
it's about the
get that
connections that
connected.
are made when you're stuck with people for 5 days straight. The relationships that you build, they're lasting. Like last year, we got to hang out, we got to catch up in person. Sam, I call you the gentle giant who we've been talking to for a couple of years, and then I finally get to meet you, and I'm like, what the hell? This
Hi,
dude's
Sam.
huge.
I love it. Sam, do you remember the
But,
first live event you ever went to, like in your marketing career? Do you remember the first live event?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a mastermind in Puerto Rico with John Lee
Nice.
Dumas. John Lee Dumas was there.
Whoa.
Patrick, Pat Flynn was there. That was my very first one. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Look at the amazing, incredible people that you're in the room with. Did you get a connection with those guys? Did you actually get on the
Yeah.
messenger list with
So
John Lee and
yeah, I got to hang out with them obviously on that trip there. I ended up being on Entrepreneurs on Fire with him
beautiful.
last year. And then Pat, you know, when I had a 6-figure launch with Pat, his whole thing that year was about 6-figure launches. And I messaged him on Instagram and I said, hey, dude, just did my first 6-figure launch. Awesome. And then he was on the YouTube channel, UpHex YouTube channel last year. So yeah,
Amazing.
they're good guys. And, you know, it's fun to see what they all do, how they're maneuvering, growing. I mean, Pat right now, not only is he, you know, really awesome on podcasts, but he now has this channel on with what is it, Pokemon? And he's blowing it up with Pokemon, and he's
No
using
way.
all of his marketing expertise to just blow it up. So it's really,
Absolutely
really
amazing.
cool. Very cool.
And look at the connections there, guys. And so like live events are where it's at. I remember my first live event was in Manchester in UK, and I went in there as a I guess beginner, and you know, I'd only been marketing, doing my own thing online for probably 3-4 months, and had a couple of ideas, completely turned them around from that point. But from that room, some of my biggest JV partners, some of my biggest connections, Andrew Fox was in that room, Johan, and just incredible people being able to connect with, have breakfast with, hang out with, have a beer with, had probably too many beers with. It was just, it's amazing. So guys, get to Dallas if you can. So guys, we're going to jump in. So Sam, you know, as we've been putting this together, the thing that you and I, and we all talk about regularly is that there's so much opportunity out there. There's so much growth out there, and the systems here really allow us to build this together so that people can succeed. And what I love about working with UpHex, and we're going to jump across into the presentation here. What I love about working with UpHex is that you have the same models as we do, where your success depends on the people that you work with and their success. So everybody that's here on the call, you're in good hands. You know, you've got Sam in your corner going, we want you to succeed. We want you to punch this out. And we have that same drive, man. So I'm so excited to go through this with everybody and show you all the cool stuff. Let me jump this.
Excellent. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. I'll get the now guys, it's death by PowerPoint, right? I promise you I won't have like too much on the slides. We'll get into the demo. I'm going to show you some really cool software. Literally, I think 12 minutes from now, we'll be in the software. We'll show you the stuff. So stick around. But I do have a PowerPoint just to kind of keep me on track, because these boys know that if I don't keep on track, I won't stay on track, and we'll be, I don't know, talking about all kinds of weird stuff before you can tell. So let's jump across. Feel free to ask questions. This is your time. So yeah, Johan, kick us off.
We keep this very informal. We're not, you know, we're pretty cool, casual guys. If you can just, if you've got a question, pop it in the chat. I'm gonna be in there answering the questions. If you want to jump on and ask questions, do that. We're here to help you. Any questions that you have, we're here to help. We want you to see how this can work, how this can help you grow and scale very quickly. So that's our purpose here today. Awesome.
Yeah. This is your time.
Real quick. Hey,
go for it. Yep.
Go for it, Sam.
He said real quick and then he froze.
He real quick and then he froze. That's like, that's amazing.
The group chat. Can somebody unlock the group chat?
Oh, group chat. You should be good. I've got chat enabled for everyone, so you guys should be good.
Can you see that down there? I've just typed hello.
That's only to hosts and panelists. Hang on a second. Let me see if I've got the chat window going on here. And attendees can chat with everyone. You should be good to go, guys. Panelists can chat with us. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Just had to click the extra buttons there, I think, Sam.
There we go. All right.
Are you good, Sam?
Thank you.
I'm not seeing you guys. Give us a one in the chat if you guys can see, if you guys are able to chat. Okay, well they can, so it must be.
There's Jonas. How about that again?
Jonas,
oh, there we go. There it is. Got it. There we go. Let's go.
Mr. Jonas.
Hey, good to see you, Jonas. It's awesome to see like the right people are turning up and showing up in all kinds of cool places. So, hey, Sam, says Melanie. Great to see you. All right, let's go. All right, so this is Johan and I. We're going to kick right in. This is Johan and I on stage talking to crowds of people around the world about what we're about to show you. We have been blown away by how businesses get wrapped up, and not just in the GHL space, not just in any other, not just in the realtor space. This particular room up in that top left corner was a room full of property developers. We've been blown away by how people have just been so excited about this process we're about to show you, because it's relevant for every business on the planet. And of course, when you combine UpHex with what we're about to show you, then you literally can put fuel on the fire. As I said, we can grow and scale so quickly, and help you find that kind of magic step that gets the breakthroughs going on. So, of course, Johan and I have got different experience. Sam's got a different experience than you guys. We can never guarantee results. We can only tell you what we've done so far. And I know that Sam's worked with thousands of people. We've got 2,500 agencies that have come through White Label Suite over the time. So we can't over guarantee results, but we can tell you what others are doing. We can show you what's going on, and you guys can come along and see how this fits for you and what's working. So with UpHex and White Label Suite right here on the call, we are recording this, by the way, but we're going to be showcasing the advanced AI system that we've developed, where if you've got UpHex, you can see which businesses need you and how you can get them results quickly. All right. In other words, this will work for you. So you're in the right place. And why to stick around? As we go through this, you're going to walk away with the exact system that you can use immediately to find your ideal clients using that AI program. And then why it becomes the easiest thing ever to show quick wins that get more clients saying yes and getting you coming into growth mode. So with UpHex White Label Suite, you can open the doors and close the deals. And that's the key piece, because we've shortcut the one thing that businesses want the most. And we've put it into an easy to deliver program with AI at the core. Yeah. Where you get to build a solid base recurring income. So guys, actually, I want to grab a bit of feedback from you. Let me know, those of you who are running with UpHex, what kinds of clients are you out there selling UpHex to, or selling ad management to? What kind of clients are you working with that that you're able to build your UpHex business with right now? Or if you're just getting started, what kind of businesses do you have in mind that you think you've seen UpHex and you're going, wow, being able to one-click deploy the templates, being able to instantly, build those libraries of high-performing campaigns. This is amazing, and I'm building my business in these spaces, or I'm looking to build it. Let us know. Chiropractic, says Sam. Okay, cool. Home service, says Taylor. Amazing. Health and wellness. Cool. Just getting started, says Carl. In real estate. Okay. Tree care owners. Okay, cool. Interesting. So these are the kinds of businesses. And kids gyms, nice, good niche. Life and health insurance, cool. All right. So you guys, you understand that these are the markets that are out there that you can grow into, right? And one more question, if I can, just one more. What's a typical monthly UpHex sale worth for you? So, Melanie selling to the kids gyms, or Melissa selling to health and wellness. So we've got home services with Taylor, and chiropractors. What are you typically selling for? Average user, $497. There you go. Done for you at $997. There we go. So what kind of, building that SaaS recurring income, that's where the power is, right? $497 says Taylor. Okay, cool. So when you're able to grow, you can understand that adding just one client at $497. So these are a client. Here's a client that's advertising. Here's a client that's probably, spending money on Facebook already. You can show them how to do it simply and easily, and you can add $497 a month to your recurring income by deploying UpHex nice and easily. Cool. So we're going to show you how these two work together, the UpHex system and the White Label Suite system. You get to build a solid recurring income while we take care of all the tech and the background. UpHex for us, an amazing, amazing platform where you get to be able to do that. You get to be able to deploy those templates. You get to build those libraries, duplicate your campaigns, run the AI, ad creation, just incredible. And I've got the little highlight there in the bottom left. Part of our system, which is we're offering businesses 20 free leads. Who would say no to that? Guys, if I can get you 20 free leads for your business, would you say yes or no? In the chat, let me know. So this is part of our system. Yes, says Melissa. Great. All right. I hope I'm saying that right. Melissa. Okay, cool. Sam says, no, I hate money. All right, cool. There you go. So who would say yes? I need people who hate money. So we've got templates for what we do in the UpHex library, which is very, very cool. So loving what UpHex It's Mia and Lisa. Got it. Understood. Mia and Lisa. Cool. So understanding what UpHex does is provide an opportunity for a business to easily deploy and scale and grow their business using ads with a 3-click deployment system for UpHex. We love what the program does. And you guys know, you can already see the businesses that you're serving and how that works. And why people use UpHex, or why it's an amazing opportunity for you to be able to take to market, it always comes back to one thing. So why does a business want to be running ads in the first place? It's more customers, right? Is that true? Like bringing more people into the business, working like a magnet. And UpHex is that functionality. So you can literally click the button, run the ads, deploy the ads, bringing people through. It's interesting. People don't want I don't know. They don't want the latest shiny thing. And actually, I've got that on a slide. I'm preempting myself. What they want is the result. If you said to a business, so Sam's standing on a corner or speaks to a business owner and says, I can help you get more people through your door, right? Cool. Sign me up. Here's my checkbook, right? They don't care if your method is standing on a corner waving yellow flags. What they want is the people coming in the business. They want that end result. So it comes back to bringing in more customers. There you go. I told you I preempted my slide. People don't really want the next shiny thing. They want the end result, which is more customers in their system, talking to their teams and buying from them, right? So the pitch, the UpHex pitch at the moment, you guys are, if you're just getting started or if you're skilled and experienced, you'll know this well. The UpHex pitch, and I'm going to ask Sam to add to this, but it's set up and deploy Facebook ads in minutes. Let AI ad writing create amazing campaigns for you, scale, duplicate, and deploy with libraries and templates in just a few clicks. That's the pitch of UpHex. Easily manage, deploy, and scale winning ads. Sam, yeah, sounds about right.
I'd say, yeah, but I would just chase it with the word so. Deploy
So
and
that-
manage Facebook ads in minutes so that you can fill your calendar up with new prospects every day. Let AI ad writing create amazing campaigns so that you don't have to learn how to be a copywriter, and scale, duplicate, and deploy your ad libraries and templates so you don't have to hire expensive media buyers, and you can scale and grow and make a ton of bottom line profit. Revenue is great. Profit, that's the good stuff.
Profit for sanity. What did they say? Revenue for vanity, profit for sanity. So
That's
guys,
right.
what you just saw, and you should bookmark this video when it goes up on Sam's YouTube channel. What you just saw was marketing genius at work. All right. And if you take nothing else away from this webinar, Sam's tip there, benefit, and then add on the word so that you can. All right, so we go, sorry, feature. This is what it does so that you can do this. That's your best marketing strategy ever. When you see products, you can say, this is what it does so that you have an easier life, you can make more money, you can bring in more customers. So that you can make all of that cool stuff happen. When you have this pitch with UpHex, this is what you're able to go to a business with, right? And it's a no-brainer. You solve a problem for a business that they know they have, all right? So many people in our marketplace, and I've stood in network meetings and business meetings, as you saw Johan and I on stages across the world, we ask people all the time, where do you get most of your business from? And they go, word of mouth. It's like all of these local businesses, they're like relying on the word of mouth, which is great. Like word of mouth business is fantastic, but it's not scalable. I've stood in rooms of hundreds of people and gone, how many of you have got a Facebook pixel on your page? And it's like 1% of the room. And you're going, guys, you know that there's so much market out there. And that means that you have, the reason that people don't do this stuff is they find it so complicated. Whereas with UpHex, they can go, one click. I love the video, Sam, of your daughter when she was 9, I think. She was 9 years old and deployed Facebook ads in minutes. Like, I love that.
Yeah, yeah, she did it in 30 seconds. Literally, the video has no editing in it other than I flipped the screen around. So yeah, 30 seconds, she launched her first ad.
Unbelievable. And she was 9. So the cool thing is that when you're taking this out to the marketplace, that you have a solution to a problem that businesses know they have, which is great. So the problem that they're trying to solve is more customers. Why are they running ads in the first place? Leads. 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 Leads are to businesses what oxygen is to humans. It is the #1 problem for most businesses. And guys, again, let's test it. You know, we've got a whole bunch of people on the call right now. Who in this room, if your calendar was full, who in this room would have a better October than they've had September? If you were booking it out with qualified people, if you had leads in your calendar, who would be doing better? If you were like full calendars, if you were able to talk to people about UpHex all day and they were qualified, who'd have a great month ahead? Yeah. So leads, the #1 problem for most businesses. If you're talking to a business owner, they're running ads or they're not, they're doing word of mouth marketing, and all they want is more people coming through their door. That's the problem that most businesses need to solve, which gives you a great market to be in. So solving problems gets you paid, right? Solving problems gets you paid. Elon Musk, who is the highest paid problem solver in the world based on revenue per hour, right? Makes more per hour than anybody else on the planet, therefore is the #1 problem solver on the planet. You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problems that you solve. And if the #1 problem is leads, let's get some expert help in that space. As Hermosi says, we're huge fans of Alex. If you get into business to solve problems, you'll make money. If you get into business to make money, you'll have problems. So the interesting thing is, if you're solving the problem for that business, which is with UpHex, it's difficult to deploy ads, confusing interface with business marketplace, all that kind of stuff. UpHex is the solution, right? When you're solving that problem for businesses, you can get paid. So since the UpHex solution is easy to explain, then what we need to do for you is get more people in your funnel and get you making sales, right? Let's talk about leads. And this is where adding White Label Suite and UpHex together, White Label Suite can open the doors, UpHex closes the deal, because what you're showing them is so easy to explain and provides such a good benefit for these businesses. All we need to do is get you in the door. And together, when you're presenting this to a client, they multiply your SaaS income. Okay? So we're going to show you how to use White Label Suite to find the clients, open the doors, which you already know that UpHex can close the deal for you because it's 30 seconds for a 9-year-old, okay? And together, as a 1-2 punch, they multiply your SaaS income, okay? That's what we're here for. So lead generation is recession-proof. I added this slide yesterday because Johan and I were talking about it. Lead generation is recession-proof. When I first got into my online business, when I first got in, I started trying to sell a product that I had and struggled this is 17 years ago. My God, I can't believe it's nearly 2 decades ago. I started trying to sell it. I had a great product and I was trying to sell it, and I didn't ever cover my ad costs. And then I realized that I was spending a heck ton of money on advertising, and I decided to get into online advertising. I thought, well, instead of paying the money, get other people to pay me. And selling online advertising, lead generation, got me my first $1,000 day, got me my first $10,000 day, right? And the person that I was learning from said this to me, and I'll never forget it. When times are good, businesses spend on lead generation. When times are tough, they have to. Lead generation is recession-proof. And what's coming, guys? Like, think about the world as we are. You need a business that has the ability to be, I guess, proofed against what's happening. And lead generation is the one thing like oxygen is to humans, okay? So right here on the call in 2 steps, I told you that we'd be into showing you how this works in 11 minutes, and I'm 3 minutes behind, so let's get into it. Step 1, I'm gonna solve the leads problem for you on the call with some cutting edge AI software. And then step 2, how you can then use that same software to make sales for yourself in your own brand of ads management, which is what we know as UpHex, all right? So you might white label it under your own brand, easier than you ever have before, okay? So step 1, solving that problem with our AI-powered lead generation tool. Thank you so much for you guys for dropping in the kinds of businesses that you are already working with. That means it's time for a demo. So I'm going to show you, and I'm just scrolling back up, and we started with Sam working with chiropractors. We had Taylor with home service businesses. tree care owners, health and wellness, real estate, kids' gyms, life and health insurance, luxury pet travel. These are the kinds of industries that you guys are already working with UpHex. So my question to you is simple. If I could help you find more of those businesses and help you find qualified businesses and start conversations with them, would you be able to offer more UpHex installs or UpHex management to those same businesses? Let's go and have a look at this software. So the name of the company kind of gives it away, White Label Suite. I'm going to show you how this whole tool, you can white label it. So this is the white label dashboard, okay? But this also then becomes your own brand. So this is an example of the lead search in a brand, okay? And you can white label the whole account. And of course, you can then run it inside of GHL or any other platform that you want to, right inside that dashboard there. So I'm going to run my search here, but this becomes white labelable, right? So you put your own brand on it, it becomes your own system, and you're up and running. So chiropractors, luxury pet travel, realtors, all of these kind of businesses. Let's see if we can get some more of those into conversations with you. So we've got a couple of different ways of searching within the program. And again, why are we here? Because I want to help you close more deals. So we're going to show you how you can find your ideal clients with this system, use UpHex to close the deal, and because you can then white label this program, you can bundle those two things together as a 1-2 punch for businesses and show them how leads can come in on a regular basis. All right. So Alan says, I think lead generation is the biggest challenge for businesses nowadays. Absolutely, Alan. That's 100% correct. And that's great for us as UpHex resellers and as ad management agencies, because that allows us to help them and they pay us for that service. All right, cool. So we've got a couple of different ways of searching here, guys. I've got company search, which is kind of our biggest one, and I'll show you that one first. Does it work in Hebrew Talmud? Yes, it does. Any language you can, and we've tested it out in Arabic. We've tested it out in all different languages there. So the answer is yes. Company search allows you to find businesses by a vertical. All right. Now we know that as a niche. So chiropractors, luxury pet travel, real estate, all of the ones that we said before. That's where I'm going to start today, and then I'm going to show you the other areas. And Sam, I'm going to show you the ones in our influencer search. This is our big release from just yesterday. It'll blow you away. All right, let's go. So let's find some more businesses in those kind of niches. If I'm looking for a chiropractor, right, I can start local. So I might say, okay, find me all the chiropractors in Miami. Now, I'm not in Miami, as you can tell by my accent, but Miami's a 5-letter word and Australians can spell it. So let me drop this in and I'll go, okay, cool. Find me chiropractors in Miami. Find me pet hotels. Find me real estate agents. Find me whatever it might be. Now, the first search that comes through with our system is using Google, right? So nothing hidden there. We're using Google to hit and to find these kind of local businesses. That's not where the magic stops, though. It's where it starts. So now I'm starting to find these businesses, okay? And I've got their reputation, I've got their website, I've got their phone number, I've got their location. Now, again, if you were so minded, you could go to Google, you could copy and paste them all into a spreadsheet, and you could kind of get this information if you had 30 minutes up your sleeve. But what's happening in the background is where the magic is. Because as I click on go to that list that we just added these businesses to, we're starting to do some really cool stuff in the background here. We're starting to enrich this data. We're starting to find all of their social media profiles. So I might say, okay, I know that these guys are my ideal client. I can now immediately connect with them on all of their socials. And here's where the cool fun part starts. I can see whether they're running ads or not based on the fact of whether they've got a Facebook pixel on their page. Let me grab a list here of some realtors or some people who might be running ads. So here we go. All right. So there we go. That's Google Tag Manager. Google Analytics is installed. Still trying to find somebody with Facebook pixel. Remember what I said about people not having Facebook pixel? There's one, my first one. So these guys are running Facebook pixels on their page. Now, what does that tell you? That they're spending money on ads, right? Now, Johan, you haven't even seen this because I asked the team to start to add this into our next update. So what I've just asked the team to do is also plug in and see whether they're running ads or not. So this is my dev version.
Dude.
So this is my secret version. You will now see whether they're running ads or not. Okay. So we're going to be adding
cool.
into the program. Hey, dude. And when there's a green tick and they are running ads, one click and actually take it straight across to the Facebook ads library for that client.
No
so that's
way.
coming.
That's
Boy, howdy. I got some juice to drop for you when we get a minute. So with that little feature right there, with that one feature,
you can't tease that and then drop, bro. You have to let us know.
All right. I don't want to like get us off track here, but I will tell you guys, if you want the easiest way to sell people, I'm going to give you what I call the magic question. I had a friend who worked on Wall Street, and he said they would get on, like they were dialing for dollars. And as soon as they got somebody on the phone, they would ask 5 questions. Only one of the questions mattered. If they answered that question to the affirmative, it was a 90+% chance that that person would close.
Wow.
Okay. The question was this: have you ever purchased stocks from an online broker like me before? If the answer was yes, they identified themselves as a buyer. Whenever you see a green check mark on this, that is a buyer. Buyers are the easiest people on planet Earth to sell. If you're talking, so I have a quote on my board. It says, amateurs try to convince, pros sort and sift.
Nice.
If all you did was go city by city by city and give yourself a list of people with a green check mark in your niche, if you started out with that condensed of a list, you want to know the traffic temperature of that lead quality. Here's what I mean. When we're doing Facebook ads to broad traffic, that's called cold traffic. Okay. Mm-hmm. The biggest challenge and the biggest flex is being able to go from cold to sold in the shortest amount of time possible. You want to know the secret to doing it? Find somebody who's so cold 1 to 10. To go from 1 to 10 sold, don't focus on the ones. Focus on the 6s and 7s. You go from 6 to 7, 10, like that. And that green check mark is an easy button to getting more customers. That, my friends, is the magic question. That is sorting and sifting. That is like, when we talk about working harder and smarter, you can dollar for dollars all day long. Fine. Be my guest. But if you dollar for dollars with people with a green check mark,
you are going to dominate.
You'll be printing money.
Man, I love that. Amateurs try and convince, professionals sort and sift. And once you've got the results here, guys, you literally, so the ad running is in our next update. So you'll see those coming through, and Sam's exactly right. And of course, everybody gets the updates once you're a White Label Suite member. But then of course, you're going to be able to filter. You're going to be able to sort and sift. You're going to be able to literally come and filter those who have and those who have not.
Is the spending money going to be on both Google and Facebook?
So at the moment, I've got Facebook. So that was my guys, let's get this into the program. But of course, it's going to be Google as well. So 100%, and that will give you the rocket fuel for your UpHex business.
I'll tell you right now, the Google. So people spending money on Google, one thing. So your average Facebook local business is spending $20 to $40 a day. Your average person spending money on Google ads is spending $100+ a day.
Beautiful. Absolutely awesome.
It's an even better customer. And now
so that's sold with the wallet already out. You were saying before, if you're dialing for dollars for everybody, you're going to spend a lot of time. You talk to the winners, and you're going to shortcut that process. Talk to the winners who have a credit card in their hand ready to buy from you. And this is just the simplest method to fast income that you've ever seen. Super cool, man. I love it. So good. So this is coming. So guys, I think it was Suzanne who said, take my money now. Like straight away, if we're able to find those businesses immediately, that's just great, right? But that's not where we stop. Like, look at the data that we're getting in. So I can see that these guys have got 491 staff. I can see these guys have got 4. So I can see these guys have got 7. I know the size of company that I'm dealing with. I can see all of their socials, as I mentioned. So if these guys, we work out that this is a good client for me to talk to, I can immediately comment. I can come across to their Facebook. I can comment. So these guys haven't updated their page. Let me grab one who has. All right. Here we go. So I can message these guys now. All All right. So I know that I can communicate with them on Instagram. I can even drop in on their YouTube channel and start to like some of their videos and comment there. I can communicate with them. And of course, our number one communication system, we've got cell phone numbers, first name, last name, email addresses, verified emails, all coming into the program. And guys, this is one-click integration into your CRM. And that's kind of where we started. That was what we became famous for. We were able to immediately integrate straight into high level. We've added Zapier, we've added ClickFunnels, we've got Keep in the background there. So no matter which CRM platform you're running, you go click, and now all of these hot prospects are in my system, getting a message, asking if they'd be interested, asking if we can have a conversation, right? So Suzanne, I love that. Thank you so much. Take my money now. If we said, if you could start a conversation with these guys, and that's where your magic comes in, and the sign behind me, right? I always say to a business owner, if I can put you in front of your ideal client, can you make the sale? I can't make the sale for you, but if I can sit you across the table from your ideal client, can you do the rest? Right? And I'll ask you guys the same thing. If I could put the ideal client in front of you, will you be able to make the sale? You've got all the tools with UpHex. You can show them the system. Will you be able to make the sale? All I got to do is get you that meeting. Right? I got to get you in front of that person. So Taylor says, yeah, exactly. So we talked about being able to find those ideal clients quickly and easily. We did chiropractors. That was our company search. So we can do niches, right? We go niche, vertical, industry type. The next search is people. And this is where we can get really fine tuned, because I can say, find me all the CEOs. And again, we'll go find me all the CEOs in Chicago.
Or Walt, let's do
coaches.
We had a person a little bit ago that is, who was it? Business coaches for entrepreneurs.
Nice.
We have business coaches.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do that. So what we can do is we can go, we're looking for business coaches. All right. Or I'm looking for podcast hosts. That's a really good one. I'm looking for business coaches in and around this particular area. But now we can get really granular. Okay. So I can say, okay, I'm looking for a business coach. And I'm looking for a business coach with a particular title. So maybe they're the director, the manager, I only want to talk to the owner of the business. I can choose people who have got a certain employee count. So only find me business coaches with companies that are, 10 employees and above, who are doing 3 million in revenue and more. So I can filter on the revenue that they're producing. I can say, okay, find me people who are business coaches in the entrepreneur industry. Right? So I can dial it in by industry. I can dial it in by so many different things here. I say, okay, cool. Find me that, not just the business, not just the real estate office, not just the business coach's office, but find me the person, find me the actual guy to speak to, go. And now we're starting again to dial in these results. We say, okay, cool. Now we've got business coaches. And I can say, cool, tell me a little bit about Brandy. And I'm straight into Brandy's system here. And I can find out more about Brandy, find out how many people she's connected to, and I can start to have a conversation. But again, that's not where the magic of this system stops, because I'm going to say, okay, cool. All of these guys look great. Okay. Give me some more data. Give me a little bit more info about these guys. And let me pop them onto a list so I can capture all of that information. And as we're adding them to the list, now what we're starting to do is get all of that data enriched. So let me grab my data here and show you. We're starting to enrich this data, okay? So we can see we're looking for email addresses. I can start to see, for example, their things that these guys are closers in sales domination and marketing. These guys have done this kind of history. So, okay, so I can start to see where they've come from and what they're doing. I'm starting to get individual cell phone numbers. I'm starting to do all of that kind of information. Now, all of the information that we gather with White Label Suite is publicly available. All right. And that's super important. There's all compliant data coming into the system here. So we want to make sure that we're finding the people that we can connect with, identify, as Sam said, sort and filter, find my green check marks and go, that's my client, right? So our people search allows us to really get granular. Find me a CEO who is a CEO of a construction industry, of a company that turns over 3 million and above in these locations with this many employees that just won an award. Cool. Who loves dogs? Done. Let's really fine tune it and get it down pat. So company search by niche, by vertical, people search, domain search is where we can go, you know what? And Johan's got some great stories of clients that we've done this before. where we say, walk outside. What do you see? And like, oh, there's this building and they've got the company name across the front of it. Say, cool. Okay. Now walk back inside and put that company name into here. Right. So Johan, tell us the restaurant story
for
here.
sure. So somebody asked about med spas, guys. For the ones who are, you know, the B2C type businesses, we get this question all the time. And so one day, this guy, you know, all day every day we see agency, all these agencies signing up, and then one day we see restaurant. I go, hey, we're gonna save ourselves some time. We're gonna save them some time. So I call them up to say, hey, we're gonna cancel your account because, you know, we service digital agencies. And then he said, no. I've watched all your YouTube videos. I know that we can make this happen. I said, okay, cool. So what do you see? He goes, well, I've just opened up a restaurant. I'm in the middle of the city. And I said, okay, go outside. Tell me which buildings you see. And he tells me the buildings. And then I said, can you get into the lobby and take a photo of the directory board? He goes, yes. He does that, comes back. And where Walter's over here, you can type in the names of the companies. And I just want you to picture this. He's got a list of all the companies in those buildings. He puts their names into here. And now he's got the contacts of all the people who work there, right? And so now he sends them an email. The email says, hey, neighbor, we're opening up our brand new restaurant. If you come in for dinner, we're going to give you a free bottle of wine. If you come in for lunch, I'm going to give you a free 20% off. And if you come in for breakfast, I'm going to give you a free muffin. On his opening day, he was packed out. And that was the only marketing promotional stuff that he did. So you can do that for med spas, right? You can go, hey, who's around me? Which businesses around me? Which types of people are around me? Who are my clients? Are they lawyers, doctors, accountants? Who can afford my services? Let me go find them. And then say, hey, neighbor, we're running a special because you're here. We'd love to treat you to whatever it is the service offering is. So yeah.
We've got an amazing testimonial from one of our clients who owns a gym. Now, this is actually Johan's gym. He walked in, the guy had opened a brand new gym, and Johan was like, wow, you guys do this amazing job, but why is it so empty in here? And he's like, oh, you know, we're a little bit different. We upmarket CEOs, high net worth individuals, which is Johan's like flexing there. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. No, but he said, you know, we're not just a $29 a month gym, you know, we have a high-end service. And Johan showed him this program. He said, well, you need to find like all the CEOs and top level people around you so that they can come and do their workouts. Showed him the program. And we have an amazing audio testimonial where the guy's like, I'm so excited. I did what you said. And I just got the CEO of Cricket Australia. So cricket's big in Australia. It's like a national sport. So it's like, I just got the CEO of the NFL down here. Like, I just got the CEO of Cricket Australia coming down, and they did a contract with Cricket Australia and filled their gym with like the right people. Doing that kind of stuff is what this system sings for. So actually, Terry had a great question. So Terry, my client's a wedding venue trying to add short-term rentals as a new revenue stream. Now, so I'm asking about finding destination wedding prospects. Now, Terry, that's where UpHex is going to be your best weapon, right? So this is why these two systems work together. You're going to be able to use UpHex for that particular client to get them their destination wedding prospects. But here's where you use White Label Suite to get more wedding venues as your client. All right. So UpHex is your secret weapon to find clients for the wedding destination. Okay. And White Label Suite will help you get more wedding destinations. One of my favorite sales calls, and this is in our training as well, we recorded this call. I don't do many sales calls because Johan keeps me in my cave. But on this particular case, I was doing the sales call, and the client jumps on, and he's like, he jumps on and he's working for a luxury hotel. And I'm like, okay, this is definitely B2C. All right. So luxury hotel. And I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And again, this call is recorded. It's in our training vault. Nice to meet you, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of trying to find out. I'm doing Sam's thing, right? I'm looking for that one question. My one question is, who's your ideal client? Who's your ideal client? That's my question for the White Label Suite system, because you can see that we can find them, we can put them on the screen, right? So I'm asking, who's your ideal client? And he's not looking for guests for the hotel. And so for your example, he's not looking for a wedding destination booking person, right? He said, my ideal client are the actual wedding planners themselves. Now, this is a high-end hotel in the Caribbean, okay? So they're booking weddings coming out of Florida, okay? And their best clients are the wedding bookers themselves, the event planners in and up and down the Florida coast. And I said, how many wedding planners do you have that send you business? And he said, 3. This whole multi-million-dollar operation is fueled by 3 wedding planners off the coast of Florida sending them guests. And I said, wow, that's amazing. How much is an average wedding worth to you guys? He said, oh, it will range, but it's going to be somewhere between $30,000 to $100,000. And I've gone, So every single time a wedding event planner calls you up, the lead on the other end of that call, they're booking in with you, is worth 30 to 100 grand. And you've got 3. So my question, and again, all of this is recorded, guys. You can go and listen to the call. I'm like, so if I can get you more wedding planners to send you more business, I've done my job. And he's like, oh my God, that'd be, hold my beer. Wedding planners in Florida, click, hundreds of them. How big's the company? Who's the director? All of their information. And he's just like falling over, just going, this is it. So guys, using this system to fill the funnel with the right clients, that's your key. Johan.
Wait. So while we're sharing stories, because guys, we love sharing those stories. We've got so many of them, right? My favorite close was this guy jumps on and he goes, I'm like, hey man, who do you serve? So somebody's talking about blue collar people and stuff like that. And it's they're easy to close because they just know what they want. And you go, hey, this is it. And they go, cool, let's go. So here's the story. This guy goes, hey mate, I've been recommended to you and everybody's saying you're awesome, so show me. So I go, what do you do? He goes, I'm a cybersecurity expert and I serve banks. I'm like, haha, show me that.
Oh, this was a cool one.
And he's from Trinidad and Tobago, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Who do you serve? He's looking for CEOs of banks in Trinidad and Tobago, and he's a cybersecurity expert. And he types it in, and well, I type it in, and boom, all the CEOs pop up. And he's like, that's my client, that's my client, that's my client. 3 out of the 10 that I'd pulled up. And then he goes, dude, I go, how would you like this list of people? He's like, I'd love that list. I'm like, cool, let's go, get signed up. That was my favorite 5-minute
That's your favorite, absolutely. CEOs of banks, of finance, in the finance industry in Trinidad and Tobago, and literally been able to pull them up in seconds. And the guy going, every single one of those people is like a $250,000 client. I'm like, yeah, so good. Okay, cool. We just love this stuff.
I want to speak to Brittany real quick. Brittany is talking about blue collar people and having a hard time selling them. So you guys, this should be a framework that everyone can use forever and always. Don't try and sell your thing. Sell the thing that sells the thing.
Yeah.
Meet them where they're at. They don't think in marketing and advertising terms like you. So let's go to Brittany real quick. Brittany, I don't know what contractor niche you're in, but I when I was in high school, I was a plumber. Can you guys imagine me a plumber? I was a plumber. What? I used to own
under a sink, dude. No way.
There you go. I used to own an excavation company. Okay. So I understand the plight of the contractor. So here, Brittany, here is what I would say to you. Okay. Don't you hate having to deal with employees, managing them, chasing cash, managing your business, paying vendors, doing all that stuff. And then remembering at the end of the month that you didn't do one thing with your marketing, that you, on the following month, you get paid for what you did today. You get paid for that next month. Most contractors are feast and famine because they feel like their marketing requires too much effort. We allow you to focus on your business and not sacrifice the ability to acquire new customers on a daily basis. How does that sound? You have to meet them where they're at. You have to meet them where they are. You speak audience and market complexities that they understand. They will listen to you, and then they will see your proposition as a solution. The problem that and Harry Brown said, the problem with 97% of salespeople is they lose the sale because they talk too fast or they talk too soon. You listen to the customer. You understand their actual dynamics of the way their business, you live in their business. The only reason I can tell you that, Brittany, is because I have been blue collar. I have owned an excavation company. The employees are terrible. Some days they don't show up to the job. Some days they're horrible with the customers. All of these are things that I have to deal with right in front of my face. These are immediate problems. And honestly, customer acquisition, I don't think about it. Another thing that I don't think about, man, I'm losing bids. Why am I losing bids? Because I'm trying to compete with so many people. What if I didn't have to compete?
Yep.
Or in other words, what if my estimator was so full of bidding opportunities that I maximized every bid I put out and I got the ones that I wanted and I could let the other contractors fight over the scraps? This is what value and proposition and offer creation and stories, this is what it does to your business. You're trying to sell your thing. You're not trying to understand their problem and then provide the solution, right? That's the perspective and the shift you need to blow up your business. If you
100%.
start thinking in those terms, you'll blow it up. Sales are easy.
100%.
Sales are easy because it's just helping people.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your quote? I actually had never heard that quote from Alex Ramosi. I'm going to adopt that one. That was awesome. It was like, if you get in business to solve people's problems, well, what was the actual quote?
Yeah, if you get into business to solve problems, you'll make money. If you get into business to make money, you'll have problems.
You're trying to sell, you're trying to make money. If you are having these problems, you are trying to make money. You got to stop. You got to slow down. And I understand you're like, well, I have to make money. If you don't get perspective on your business, if you don't have strategy, if you don't, and when we talk about offer creation, the root of the offer is exactly that quote.
100%.
If you can't help somebody, they're not going to buy from you. Now, once you hit the frequency of, yes, I can help these people, then fill the funnel. And right now you have a solution to finding your exact qualified funnel with these guys and with what they're doing.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. So I'll jump back in because I want to make sure I'm conscious of your time, guys. So like finding those ideal clients, this is why this is a 1-2 punch. And again, because this is white label, you can also show this to a client and you can bundle it together with your UpHex. So you can, I'll get to that in just a second, but you can show, sitting in front of a real estate agent and you can show them. And somebody asked about B2C. It is literally the most common question that we get. Now, UpHex is your B2C weapon, right? Because you can clone those campaigns and find those niche markets, and UpHex is your B2C weapon. But we get asked the B2C question more often than any other. And we have like actual training on our YouTube channel where you just type in B2C on our support desk and you get like a 3-step strategy for using this tool for B2C. But in short, that was what we just talked about with Johan, filling the gym, with restaurants, filling it up. My favorite B2C strategy was with a mortgage broker. And I asked the mortgage broker, who's your ideal client? My favorite question. And she said, everybody. I was like, okay, that's probably a little bit too broad. I need to fine tune that down. So I followed it up with, who was your last client? Who was the last person you worked with? And they said, she's a nurse. She works down at a local hospital. I said, okay, are nurses good clients for mortgage brokers? She's like, yeah, they've solid employment, good history, all that kind of stuff. And so if you could get more nurses to chat to you, you could write more mortgages. She's like, yeah, absolutely. So we use that single business search and we put the hospital's domain into that search. And we ended up with 300 people that worked at the hospital. She was able to send out an invitation saying, hey, just like your colleague, we could save you a couple $100 a month off your mortgage because you work at XYZ hospital. Come on down and have a chat. She was able to write 3 new mortgages that month, which for a mortgage broker, that's a trailing commission. That's just incredible. So B2C strategies, we bust them out all the time and we show you how to do it. My private school one, Johan, anyway, too many stories, so many stories of being able to fill people's funnels with incredible stuff. And we've got, tons of testimonies you guys can read. So I just want to show you one thing. Sam, this is our new stuff that we rolled out yesterday. And I just want to grab this and show you this because I think this will blow you away. Now, guys, what's the biggest lever that you can pull? The biggest lever that you can pull is working with people who already have your clients on their database. All right. So if you now nail this system for the chiropractors, you nail this system for the home services niche, you nail this system for the realtors, you nail this system down, you've got it so that you can deploy UpHex with a click to this market. You know it, you've got the results, you've got the ad libraries, you've got the templates. Damn, you own this space, right? And now all you need is more people in that space. The biggest lever you can pull is then connecting with people who have that database. Now, we talked before we kind of hit record here about Pat Flynn and about John Lee Dumas getting on podcasts with people who have mass audiences. So what if I'm really getting my agency going? I've got my 3-click UpHex system dialed down to a fine art with realtors. And now all I need is just to show more realtors that they can be blowing up their listing business. So what's the biggest lever I can pull? This is our brand new influencer search module. And so now we come into the influencer, we go, okay, find me the people with the lists, right? So I might say, okay, in and around, we can choose a location if we want to. Let's go with New York. So in and around New York. All right. Find me on my influencer list. Open up my filters here. People who are into real estate investing. All right. Now with our influencer search, we can do things like minimum followers. So find me people who have only got, remember, sort and filter. I only want to speak to people who've got 100,000 followers and above. I want to speak to people who are a particular age, who are speaking a particular language, who get a specific amount of plays on their reels. I want to get people who only post about certain hashtags. You know, I can really get granular with my influencers, because if I'm going to hit a home run, I want to speak to the big ones. I want to speak to the ones that are going to get me on their podcast, get me a bit of exposure. So now I can run this search, and this is where I want to show you something cool, Sam. So the data that we get back on these guys
is the Dream
insane.
100 strategy, guys. This is the Dream 100 strategy. Go ahead.
Yeah, you nailed it. And this is Johan and I's favorite comment. The Dream 100 strategy is exactly what this system exists for. So this is not spray and pray. This is fine-tuning your exact people that you're speaking to and understanding who they are and what they do, so that we can take that even further. Now, I want to show you something here. We've grabbed these guys. So Tariq is a real estate financing investor who's got 147,000 followers. Nicole, 126,000 followers, 70,000 followers. Like, if I can speak to Tariq, he can speak to 147,000 people with his next post. So if I meet Tariq and I say, hey, Tariq, do you come and do an interview with me? I'd love to chat to you about real estate investing. And I do a great job of making Tariq look amazing. Now, Tariq does a little post, sends people to my interview, my YouTube channel, and 147,000 people see my business talking about managing your ad spend as a realtor. Okay, but let's go and have a look at this information. The data we get here, Sam, this is going to blow your mind, because what we're able to bring back in here is, and I'll grab one that's already enriched, but I say, okay, like I've done my research. All right. I'm fine tuning who these people are. I say, okay, this, let's get a bit more information about Tariq. So I can enrich that data. It typically takes about 20 seconds. So I'm going to, it was quicker this time. So, okay, cool. I'll use Tariq. So once that little light bulb pops up, check this out. Bing. Okay, now I want to find out all about Tariq. Number one, I can get all of his socials, okay? He gets an average of 1.2 thousand likes per post, 67 comments. His hashtags that he uses, the mentions that he has, the last posts that he made, the audience that he talks to, the ages of his audience, the people that follow him. So I might be able to speak to then Yasina, who's got 4.5 million followers. All right, I can see that the genders of the people he's talking to, the countries where he's hitting. All right, so I can make sure that the people I'm speaking to are exactly my right market. Okay, so if I can talk to Tariq, hey, Tariq, saw your channel, love your work, man. You're really doing incredible things for first-time home buyers in the Philly area. Love to have a conversation about how we can help those realtors make more money, whatever it might be. All right, so our brand new influencer search means that you can get the exposure that you've always wanted in a single click. All right, you can reach the people that have already got the following. Now, again, if you're offering UpHex, what an incredible audience for people who are already hitting it. They know how important it is for them to be able to manage this stuff easily. Again, it's that green check mark, right? It's making sure that you're talking to the people who can buy from you. Sam, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. This is, I mean, a big part, this is warm traffic. You know,
right.
The reason that the Dream 100 works so easily, it really is kind of an easy switch. It's the same thing we talked about, going from cold to sold, right? Every webinar that I've done for the most part has been warm audiences, which is why they're so effective, right? And here's another thing. Most of these influencers, so Tariq, my guess is that Tariq doesn't have a great way to monetize this audience outside of, because when we looked at his posts were for like listings, home listings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we could help Tariq actually make some real money with the right proposition. And if you get somebody like that who, you know, who becomes a brand partner in a local market or whatever it is, whatever you're doing, this is traffic that is owned and traffic that is trusted. If you help your customers even make these kind of relationships on, this is New York. Let's say you're, I don't know, let's say you're in insurance, like you're in home insurance, right? Property and casualty.
There it is. That's
like
it. Exactly.
Yeah. Go to people who are transacting in homes and then do some type of relationship where, hey, we're going to make money together. and find those symbiotic relationships and then build the brand, like build that customer. That customer will not be able to have, one, that strategy, and two, those outcomes without you bringing this to them. The influencer thing is actually really cool. That was the first thing my eyes went to when you pulled up your dashboard. I'm like, influencers, what's this? Pretty cool.
And the thing is, like, now that, again, guys, I'll get to the white label piece in a minute. This becomes your software. So now you can go to a realtor in New York and show them how that they can get to the investor influencers in the area. You can take this to a client and sell it to them. So you can get to the business coach and show them how they can get to the influencers of the business coaches in all the other surrounding areas. You can go to the local home services and say, how about I get you in with the biggest real estate influencer in this area, right? Amazing to be able to pull that lever of relationships with the people who have got the following in the audience, all right? Absolutely insane. So let me just keep on moving through, you guys. So guys, who loves it? Give me a little bit of feedback. I'd love to know what you think. Can we find your ideal client here, you guys?
In this vein, you guys, I used to do mortgages like back in the day. This is a long time ago. If I had this tool back in the day, you know what I would do? I would go to real estate agents to say, hey, if you send me your business, I'll run ads for you. Okay. And
wow.
we'll build and I'll build relationships for you. And I would basically, or you could flip it. If I was a realtor, I could make more loan originators pay my ad spend, and then I get all my advertising for free.
Oh yeah.
Right. This
absolutely.
You just got to get creative. You got to know your market. Right. And the enriched data, the influencer thing is actually really cool. If you sit down and you think about your niche, one of the things that I did in my agency was I identified vendors who were also selling into my niche. This is my agency, right? And I identified, for example, a company that manufactured a device for knee pain. Okay. And I started doing advertising just for that device to help them get new patients. And they're like, dude, this guy gets me, I went to them. I said, hey, when people buy your device, to help them feel really good about it, here's some ads that I'm using to fill up practices like them with people using those services. They're like, really? They had me into their next conference, and I spoke at their annual conference every year. I was like their keynote speaker.
Wow.
Right? And so it's like, if you just look outside of your narrow window, you're like, who else is working in my niche? Right. This is now a tool to where you can say, hey, I'll give you access to this thing and you can do this outcome with it. Whereas you don't have this data now, or I can give it to that guy over there if you don't want it. Yeah. Right. I'm looking for a strategic partner right now in this market. Do you want to be my strategic partner?
I'm only taking on one.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. Actually, Hannes just asked a really amazing question. Johan, I can see you're like jumping at the bit for Hannes's question there.
No, 100%. If you can show how they do that, for sure. That's very easy. I was going to say, you can now launch companies with this tool, because now when you're launching a product, you can literally find all the main people who are in that niche, who are the influencers in that area. If you're launching, let's say consumable products, you can go and find all the influencers, cut a deal with them and go, hey, for every product that you sell, I'm going to give you 20% of the profits. And it's just business.
So Johan's talking from experience there. I know you don't want to brag, bro, but Johan's wife literally just launched a brand new business with exactly that model. She launched a board game business. She created this amazing board game using AI graphics and stuff, just absolutely insane. And then launched it, put it up on Kickstarter, but the way she got traction was she reached out to the board game influencers, like the people who've got massive YouTube channels on board games, and there's heaps of them. And she said, hey, I've got this new game. I'd love to, send you the first copy and you can review it for us. Now, she reached out to, I think, 20, 30 influencers in the board game space. She had 4, not 4,000. She had 4 respond and say, cool, send me. They did a review. What was the numbers, man? I can't remember, but I think she did something like $20,000 on her first day of a Kickstarter campaign.
That's right.
$20,000 on her first day because she had 4 influencers.
In 13 minutes, that's what she did.
In 13 minutes.
By the end of the campaign, awesome. It was 45 something. But now
I've got that screenshot. I love it. Right? That's incredible. Yeah, amazing. So guys, okay. let me jump across here. Solving the lead gen. I didn't even show the AI thing, and Hannes had a great question. So let me just jump straight back. I'll do this super quick. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I want to cover with you guys, so I'll be quick. So Hannes's question was, can you create a custom audience for your UpHex sales? Oh my God, this is why it works so well. So I've just done, imagine you've got a realtor as a client, okay? And I've just done that whole thing. And now what I can do, or I'm looking for more realtors so I can go and approach them and sell them UpHex, right? So I can come across to a list and I can say, okay, here's my list. I found however many people in that area with that criteria. I've got all those, all of that data. I've got emails of these people. I've got first and last names. I've got cell phone numbers where I've got that data. And I go, okay, cool. Now I want to take all of that info, all right, and I want to either A, send it across to my CRM, which you've got high level, you've got Salesforce, you've got HubSpot, you've got ClickFunnels, whatever it is that you've got plugged into the back end, one click straight across. Now, if you're running one of those programs that has a little automation step, like High Level does as an example, you can send it across and they can instantly become custom audience, or you can just literally export it straight out to a CSV and upload that puppy straight up as a custom audience. So I can grab 1,000 realtors in this area with this level of staff, this turnover, just get the CEOs, just get the directors, find their information, add it to a CSV and go click. And now I've got a custom audience. And as you guys know, now I can do lookalike audiences. I can blow that up. So yes, you can use the data from here to then fuel everything else that you're doing. I didn't cover, Sam, you haven't seen this either. This is, this system will even suggest clients for you. So you tell the system, this is who I am. So I've got some demo data in here. My business name is Better Business and my website is betterbusiness.com, right? So just demo data. If you can tell the system what you do and who you are, you can actually then get the system to use AI to suggest new customer markets for you. So it says, okay, based on who you are and the information on your site and what you do, you should talk to hospitality and real estate businesses who have got this particular success. And then it's a one-click search. So it's literally, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Click. Now, imagine putting that in front of your customers. Hey, Mr. Private School. Hey, Mr. Chiropractor. Hey, Mr. Tree Surgeon. Hey, Mr. Kids Nursery. Here's how you can get more business. One click. Bang. Search, market, done, people on the screen. You can do things like this, which again, I'll show you super quick. AI is so powerful, you guys. I've got a little prompt in the background here. So I say, these guys, this chiropractic company with 6 employees, this is my ideal client. I might just want to run, for example, I wrote a little prompt here. AI, suggest clients for me. So AI can then run a little script in the background and say, based on their business, based on who they are, who should they work with? They should work with people suffering from chronic back pain, individuals who've been involved in car accidents, athletes suffering. So now I can show, I'm in a chiropractor's office. And I've gone, just give me 1 second, let AI do some work for you. Bang. This is what AI suggests that we can find some clients for you. Does that sound ideal? Cool. You want me to set that up for you? Done. So AI can suggest the clients. Now, that's just a little script we ran in the background, and you guys can write your own prompts. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people here that are better at prompt writing than I am. You can write your own prompt, but that's the prompt. Please provide a list of 3 to 5 recommended customers in bullet points looking at this website and understanding who they are, recommend for me the kinds of business that they'd be ideal to work with, right? This is about delivering the greatest solution to a business that they ever want to find, and that is leads in their funnel. They want more customers. That's the cool stuff, Sam, that we haven't shown you before. What do you reckon, man?
It's awesome. I like the ability to expand your audience with AI, because that is, that is a challenging thing for people to do. And I tell you what, I mean, you guys have made a lot of really great updates. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the group search.
Yeah, that's coming.
But great stuff. Really good
stuff.
stuff.
Thank you, man. Our goal is literally just simple, to help you guys fill your own funnel first, put your own oxygen mask on, look after your business, get more sales for yourself, and make it easier for you to make sales. So this is what I want to talk to you guys about now. This is some of the industries we've already talked about. People who are using this program: business coaches, agency services, commercial insurance, gyms, real estate, mortgage brokers, restaurants, and JVs looking for influencers and deals. Guys, if you love it, do you think you could find one business for yourself using this market? Like, find me another gym, find me another kinder, find me another chiropractor, find me another realtor, right? So if you could find one business, this is how this works. What would that be worth to you? We were talking before, what's an average UpHex installation? Sam was saying $497 or $997. Is it done for you, right? What's one customer worth to you? If you could find one customer, what would that be worth to you? And the great news is, because you're friends with Sam Carlson, the legend from UpHex, you get that whole system for less than $130 a month. Like the whole thing you get for $130 a month. And I'll put the link on the screen so you guys can grab that if you want to. It's like, if you have to go, and I realize you've been with us for now, if you have to go, you can grab this deal. The white label version of this is included in that price. So this is not just leads for you. You can white label this. You can sell unlimited accounts. All right. And you get the whole thing. It's $130 a month. All right. It's whitelabelsuite.com/UpHex-offer. Johan, if you want to pop that in the chat so people can click if they want to. Guys, I've got a little bit more to show you. And this is like the white label piece. And this is how you can bundle the two things together. I'm going to go through it really quickly. But if you can see value there and you just like, yeah, I want it. I want to grab it. I don't want to stop you doing that. It's whitelabelsuite.com/UpHex-offer.
Let me just give a little bit of context here, you guys.
Yeah.
This is enriched and curated data. Okay. So just if you want to simplify everything, this is enriched and curated data that your agency needs, and you need 2 customers to pay for it for the entire year. Okay. You can get 2 customers for it in a day, and then you can fill up your funnel consistently with it throughout the entire year. This price point where you guys have taken this makes it an absolute no-brainer. Okay. So just to provide you, I mean, whatever feature you're going to show, at the end of the day, this is curated, enriched data. This is a tool. Like, you spend so much time. I mean, think when I started my agency, literally, this is what I would do. I didn't have curated or enriched data. So my time was spent Googling chiropractors in Los Angeles, California. Okay, grab one of this good old fashioned bad boys, write down Dr. Smith website, and I would make myself a list of 20 because it took me so long. I'm like, I have to prospect today. And so I would take an hour-ish to do the list. And then I'd be like, now I got to write the emails. Now I got to do the video. Now I got to do this. And I busted my ass and I did it. And because I busted my ass and did it, I was able to do 20 calls, 20 videos a day, 20 calls a day. And I did that until I had 20 customers. And at that point, then I could ask for referrals. I could do whatever, or I could have ditched it over to another person for them to do it. The point is this: all of the time that I did $25,000 a month recurring revenue in 1 month. That is what I did. And that is how I got them. Okay. If I didn't have to spend all of my time jumping on Google, getting out a stupid thing, writing down their name, doing whatever it is, doing my research on them. When I say doing my research, the enrich button is the research, guys. It's the research that you need for, they click a button and it does what I would do in that amount of time. If you can't spend $1,360 on this thing for the year, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Like, for real, you should really examine your head and say, do I want to build an agency? Okay. If it was priced at like $1,000 a month, it's like, okay, let's get you some customers first. Let's get your burn down. Let's do that. It's 130 freaking bucks a month. If you don't buy it, you hate money. And I mean that genuinely. There's a big perspective. You need to I know. And by the way, there's a couple of feelings happening. There's like, well, I've got high level and UpHex. Now I have this. I get it. Using the tools is hard. You guys have ways for them to get help on using this. Like, you guys do classes and workshops
every week, Q&As, onboarding, all that kind of stuff.
You guys, you will be blown away what you can do if you just say, okay, I'm going to remove all of the other things that I think are important. I'm going to prioritize my prospecting first. And then I'm going to build my list, and I'm going to do this smart. I'm going to spend half my day doing that. I'm going to spend half my day doing this. If you just do that and you start doing it today, you will be so happy you did in 2-3 months from now.
So
that's
true.
What's at stake. That's the question. It's like, okay, where am I at now today? And some of you are like, hey, we're already making money. This is good. Okay, well, throw some more fuel on that fire. That's right. You. Or some of you are pre-revenue, as they say in Shark Tank. If you are pre-revenue, chances are, if you're doing the same things, thanks for coming, by the way, but you got to do something. And you can say, okay, in 3 months from now, I could be doing something. You'll be doing something, whether it's in another niche or industry or whatever. But if you are gonna be somewhere where you have revenue coming into your business and you want the feeling of revenue coming in your business, it must start with talking to the right people.
You got it.
And I got to tell you, talking with the right people, having curated and enriched data, it is a manual process. And even if you go to Upwork, I'll stop in a second, but I got to say something. Even if you go to Upwork and you say, this is my search criteria, I want you to do it. It's going to cost you more than $130. Number one. Number two, they're not going to do it right. Number three, once you get this SOP down and you do it, then you give it to an Upwork person, and that's happening on autopilot.
So true. So true, Sam.
Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Just do it.
Exactly. So Hannes said, I don't understand what the curated and enriched data. So if I said, Hannes, here's a list of 1 million names and numbers, start dialing, you die by the 100th. Like, it's just, you can't get into it. What we're talking about curated and enriched is, this is data that you've chosen, specific criteria. These are my clients. This is who I'm looking for. Find me all the information about them. Get me the information so when I connect with them, I have the details that's going to make a sale. It's not just go through a mass billion people on the planet. It's pinpoint, these are the ones, and that's how you bring in sales through into your funnel. Let me, Sam, I'm going to wrap this up on a bow. I just want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to grab this. So yeah, as we said, the great news, if you just want clients, this is $130. The even better news is that we white label that, allowing you to sell this program in conjunction with your UpHex system. You can bundle this together for a 1-2 punch, and create a stream of recurring income. Yeah. So again, the link, it's in the chat. It's whitelabelsuite.com/UpHex offer. I'm just going to show you a couple of quick things. What does it mean when you can white label it? Yeah, so Suzanne, the 130 is on the annual plan. You pay a little bit more on the monthly. So if you go in the annual, that's where you're getting it for less than 130 a month. If you go in the monthly, it's 197. So here's how the white label piece works, right? Could you think of just one other business? We've already examined the kinds of businesses you're working with UpHex. Could you think of one type of business who would also like this leads program? And what would you sell it to them for? Could you find just one business in the next year that would be also able to use the tool? Who could find more than one? This leads us to step 2. This is the white label piece of the program, where you get to brand it as your own, set your own pricing, build your own scalable business. And I'll show you how it works. It's super, super quick. It will take me less than 30 seconds. And you can start your timers to prove me. To white label this, you literally just come in. All you need to do, and again, all of this is covered in the onboarding step-by-step training. And I know the time is running. So you guys, I'm slowing down because I know how quick this is. All you need to do is just add your logo, add your domain, and now you can have your own branded version of this program just that quickly, right? On your own domain with your own brand ready to go. The next thing is, all you need to do is say, how much do I want to sell this for? So you can create a package for sale. You come up here and go, okay, create a package for sale. I want to call this my UpHex bundle. Cool, UpHex bundle. Right? This is my UpHex bundle. I'm going to include 500 credits a month for people. I'm going to charge them, let's go with 197 a month. Remember, you're paying 130. So I'm paying 100 for my first customer. I'm charging them 197. Great. Let's go. Oh, sorry. This is, make sure I've got this covered. UpHex. Now I can also add in my setup fees, and I can do all that kind of stuff as well. Done. Create a password for them when they log in. Just that quickly, I've literally been able to create a sales system. I can take money now, right now, this minute, and that client will get access to the software. They'll get all of their tutorials. They'll get logins. They'll get everything. It's paying direct into your Stripe account. Every single dollar of that 197 or whatever price you put on it goes to you. So that's how quick it was to set up a logo, create a package for sale, and now I can bundle this up together. So that's my, how fast can you get it done? This is the steps to making those sales. Put in your domain name, add your logo, create a package. Share that link. Now we've got a link. What link? The link that's created when you create the bundle. Literally just copy the link, and you're talking to somebody, say, hey, I've got this new AI sales tool. Here it is. Here's a white label video showing you how it works. They go, I love it. I want to buy it. Send them the link. When they click on the link, they come to your checkout page. The money goes into your Stripe account immediately. Okay. And they get their logins and password. That's it. The 4 steps to making sales: put in your domain, add your logo, create a package, and share the link. Now there's a 5th step. What's the 5th step? Repeat that until you get to the size of business you want. All right. That's the 5 steps to making this work. Now, together with UpHex, this is how the bundle works. So you use White Label Suite to find those deals. Okay. You use UpHex because that's what we're here for. We're showing people how they can manage their ads even easier with UpHex. Okay. And then you combine both systems together to increase the bill. If you're selling UpHex for $497, you can sell UpHex and Lead Gen 1-2 punch for $997. So you're paying $130 a month for as many clients as you want to add, and you're literally just increasing your monthly revenue by just adding it on. So the model, the actual bundle models, you can sell the whole lead tool as a standalone, completely standalone business. All right. People are doing that. Our system starting, $97 a month, $497, $997, all that kind of stuff. You can add leads and UpHex together as a bundle deal. So it might be like $797, charge a $1,000 setup fee. Okay. Or you can use both systems together and you can add in a program in the back end, like Salesforce or HubSpot or High Level or whatever. And you can find the leads for the client using UpHex, using ad templates, using lead ads, using the White Label Suite program. So you're finding the leads, you're running them through a nurture program using some AI, like in the back end, delivering high quality, qualified leads to customers and charging them appropriately. One of our clients is selling for $5,000 a month and $5,000 setup fee and $5,000 a month selling qualified leads. John, yeah, we have people in the insurance space all the way around America and around the world using this to sell. Cool. And yes, we have training on that high ticket program as well. So you get to brand it, you get to sell it for any price you like. You can build your own subscription revenue service right alongside UpHex. And it's the hottest leads there are on the market. So leads are to businesses what oxygen is to humans. I said that before. And this is where you get to attract them. And as we said, being the one who solves the problems opens the doors to amazing results. And these are just a couple of our people. We've got 2,500 people that have worked with White Label Suite before. Bobby said, I got my first demo less than 6 hours after sending my emails. I'm impressed. Star says, celebrating my first sale outside of affiliate sales. Gareth said, hey, just got my first client on board. Not even set it up yet. Cortez just sold my first license. Now remember, $130 a month for unlimited clients. He sold his first license for $400 a month with a $600 setup fee. Brad says, got 2 new clients this week. All right, now Brad used the UpHex model.
I was just going to say, I was going to stop you. That Bobby Patch is a new post, isn't it?
Yep.
So Bobby Patch has been in the agency game for around 2 years. He's been floating around for 2 years trying to figure out how to get the audience and the offer.
Nice.
Last week, he posted in my group. When I saw Bobby Patch, I'm like, oh, I know that guy. He said, it's been 2 years. I finally got my first client because I showed them the offer. Now, he did not say how he got the client on the phone, but now you guys, so now if you want to connect the dots, both Brad and Bobby were UpHex customers. So they have the offer to take to their audience. I'm telling you that. And Bobby said it was, in fact, I wish I could find it right now. It's in my group. He said it was the easiest sell I ever did. Well, it takes 2 to tango. The UpHex offer is a really easy offer to sell. However, when you bring in a qualified prospect, it becomes child's play. It is incredibly simple. So it's funny. I saw that jump up. I'm like, that's a new post because he posted in my group last week. You guys, this is recent stuff. And Brad Elias, yeah, he's an UpHex. He's in the
window
janitorial,
cleaner.
window cleaner.
Yeah.
So
Brad actually, he
duo.
used the UpHex model. He used, and I'll show you the template in UpHex in a second. He dropped into a business group with the 20 free leads offer, which we teach you guys how to do. And he literally said, hey, I've got this new system. If you'd like 20 free leads, jump on a call with me. He did 2 new clients this week, but on the next page, I'll show you, he went on to actually bring in $1,500 in monthly recurring in his first month with White Label Suite. So Bridget made 13 sales in 24 hours. There's Brad, $1,500 closed in monthly recurring. So he went from, hey, I got my first 2 deals to $1,500 closed in recurring revenue, still in my first month with White Label Suite. Mike, so Sam, you were saying if you get 2 clients, you pay for the whole White Label Suite for the year. Mike says, hey, we just signed up today. Got my business partner, Teresa. We already sold a $500 a month client. White Label Suite's amazing. So again, guys, we kind of guarantee results. We
also
can only show
UpHex
you
users.
there you go, UpHex clients, because you've got that 1-2 punch, because you've got something incredible that just sells itself in front of a client. Now you've got a system for getting in front of the clients. And that's what we all love. And this is not a secret. We do not, there's no cloak and dagger stuff. This is what we teach. We teach you to go and identify your ideal clients. We call this the 20 free leads method. We offer them, hey, I've got a new program. If you'd like to check it out, I'll generate 20 leads for you for free if you jump on a call with me, right? Get a conversation with these ideal clients, show them how it works. So you show the system, and we've even got all the white label videos to help you show it. All right. And then you sign them up. And this is why we've got the 20 free leads template inside of the UpHex library. All right. There it is. Okay. Right in the SaaS platform, the 20 free lead system is part of the UpHex template library. And that's the model that we suggest you work with. 20 free leads, get them on a call, show them how it works, sign them up. Okay. So we asked if you can think of one. Here's some niches that our clients are selling into: finance, insurance, real estate, home services, marketing agencies, commercial solar, gyms, retailers, health practitioners, medical supply, business coaches. Does that help? Right? So if you could find one client, a realtor, to pay you $297 a month, you're already in front. One realtor, and you can sell unlimited clients, right? You're paying $130 a month on the annual plan, $197 if you take the monthly. And even if you only used it for yourself, you could find business for your UpHex system. You'll be in front. Now, somebody asked about the credits. I'll cover that in just a second.
Yep.
This is how to build your SaaS business. You solve the leads problem. You're delivering the 1-2 system with UpHex, white label suite, upsell them to the bundle offer, okay? As well as managing their leads. Betsy, easiest thing to sell ever. Philip, purchase right on the spot. And you can sell it for whatever you want. Sam, you and I always talk about the fact that people sell things for too cheap. Lindsay, send us a message that reads like this. Also, on another note, I just done and went and sold a whole dang $7,500 lead gen package, and I need some help to get my snapshot set up. All right. Yeah, sweet. Let's go. So the deal with Sam, and it's whitelabelsuite.com/UpHex-offer. You guys can see that on the screen. UpHex-offer. You get access to the whole thing for $14.97, which is under $130 a month if you take the annual option. You get the leads tool. You get the full white label license. You get all of our sales scripts, all of our sales videos. You get our slide decks, pitch decks, call recordings, right? How do we sell it? We've got the recordings of those calls in our system. You get all of our snapshots, workflows, Facebook ads, landing pages, scripts, social media, everything. Now, guys, why would we give you all that stuff? Because the better you do, the better we do, right? And this leads me to the credit thing. Why? Like, we're not some sort of altruistic thing. We're here to make money, right? The more money we help you make, the more money we make. So what do we want to do? We want to help you make money, all right? If you'll let us. If you let us, we want to help you, right? Because the better you do, the better we do. The way the credit system works is when you're signing up, you get $130 a month. You get 1,000 credits in your system straight away. Now, 1,000 a month, 1,000 credits every single month. Now, what's a credit? A credit it's a little bit different depending on what kind of search you're doing. So I won't get too complex, but in our different models of search here, in the company search, which is our most popular, one credit is one result that has an email. So a result that has a contact method. Okay. So what do I mean by that? Let me show you. If I've got my realtors here, let me find, there we go. Realtors. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I do a search for 100 realtors in Chicago. Okay. And 39 of them, I can see up the top here, 39 of them have an email address, 14 don't. So in this example, I've used 39 credits, and I want to show you. So I've used 39 credits out of my 1,000. I've still got 961 credits to go. I've used 39 credits. But check this out. One credit is one company, but one company can have a ton of emails and contacts. So one credit, I've used one credit, and I've got all of these people and all of their details. I've used one credit per result. Okay, that's the company search. And you only use a credit when you find a result with an email. Okay, so that's in the company search. And again, I've used 39 credits. I've got 961 still to go for the month. In the people search, it's slightly different. The people search, again, let me bring up the results, is one result. So one person has contact information. We've used a credit to get that. When we enrich that data, remember we're getting all their socials and all their history and what they like and the public, all that information. You're using more credits to enrich that data in the background on the people search. Okay, on the people search. So each style of search has a slightly different credit usage. But here's the cool thing. And this is why I want you guys to like, let me just, I want to show on the screen. I want to come face to face, but I want to show you on the screen. You're adding your card on file, right? So you're literally just dropping a card on file. So if you want to use more than 1,000 credits a month, you can. And here's where it gets really fun for you, right? We charge you guys 12 cents a credit, and you put your own margin on it to whatever level you want. So we encourage you to at least double your margin. So if you're putting a credit for 25 cents, we're charging you 12. Okay. So you get 1,000 credits to get started for the month, but you've got no limit on the amount of credits you can pull in, and you're making a margin on every single search that your customers are doing. Let me say that again. Now I'll come face to face. You're making a margin on every search your customers are doing. So you want your customers to be successful. You want them to be using it. You want them to be stacking their funnel, building their audiences. You're making a margin on every single. So if you go out right now, if you've got connections and you go out and sign up Russell, right? If you get Russell as a client and Russell brands it and gets his own lead gen program right up there in ClickFunnels, and he's now doing 2.5 million searches a month, guess what's happening with you? I don't know, but it involves an island and Mai Tais, I can tell you, right? So you're making a margin on every single credit that your clients are using on a search. So just like high level, where you get to, put a markup on the emails and the AI and all that kind of stuff, you get to put a markup and a margin for yourself. So that's how you can sell unlimited accounts, and you get to put a markup on every single margin, every single search, every single credit that they use. Guys, is that cool? Hopefully that answers the question. I had a couple
awesome.
more.
Hey,
Yep.
Talmora has a question. Does it work with PayPal in countries that don't have Stripe?
So yes, you can use any payment system to take sales, and we've got training on that. So you can use PayPal Direct, you can use ClickBank, you can use Thrivecart, you can use any of those systems that are out there. The integrated Stripe system is kind of one click easy, but if you want to set it up with PayPal, we show you how to set up a webhook and do all that kind of cool stuff in the background. Again, we walk you through. So yes, you can. What else we got here? Let me just make sure I've got this covered off. There's a whole bunch we're including for Sam's people, of course. You get the whole package. You get snapshots. So we give you a 20 free lead snapshot. We've got our fast start setup snapshot, which installs a landing page. So you can take sales and all that kind of gear. You can do your customer fulfillment. So when they buy from you, we've got a snapshot that helps them get set up quickly, so they can be running leads and getting all that kind of stuff. All snapshots are provided. We've got training programs that we've been doing this for 3 years. We're literally teaching people how to run businesses. You get access to it all. We show you how to work with snapshots and templates to maximize your time. We have masterclass speakers coming in all the time, including the great Sam Carlson on our books, coming in and talking it through. And as Jess said, I'm not going to lie, these talks have been incredible. I haven't even used the leads yet. The talks alone are worth it, right? So once I suss the leads, it's fire, baby. So the talks are there. We have live support every single week. We've got live support almost 24/7 globally. We've got AI support, which is 24/7, but then we've got our live team that back that up. It's nearly 24/7 across the globe, with the time zones, etc. But there's over 1,500 people in our community that you get to come and network with and communicate. These are people who are running this system, making sales, talking about how it's working, and you get the whole thing for just $14.97, right? Which is under $130 a month. And yes, there are monthly options. So I'll cover that. Sales tools, you get ads, banners, emails, videos, webinars, slide decks, call scripts, entire sites and funnels that you can just deploy, because we want you to be successful, right? How do you get them? They're downloadable. Some are checklists and ClickUp, snapshots that you install. Is this $14.97? Is this $130 a month? Is it one time? No, it's not. Every business has running costs. It's an annual plan at $14.97. You can cancel anytime. So long as you stay connected, you'll keep getting leads, which is a heck of a no-brainer to me straight up. But also, if you've got sales, you've made a sale to a client, that client keeps getting that software updated, keeps getting all of the system in the background, keep getting access to our ever improving AI powered system for just $1,500 for the whole year.
Hey,
and yes, that price is going up.
Mr. Sam has to leave in a second.
Okay, I've got literally one more second to go. Yes, you can sell unlimited accounts. Is there a guarantee? 100%. Of course there is. If you get inside, and even if you just don't like us and I smell funny, you can get your money back. But we've got all of the stuff in there. There's no risk. If you get inside the system, you see everything, play with it, all that kind of stuff. You're like, no, I don't like it. Just let us know. 100% money back guarantee. How do I find clients? Use the tool. We show you how to make sales. We teach you how to make those deals. And that is it. Guys, that's my last slide. But our job here is to help you sell more UpHex. Our job here is to help you grow your monthly recurring business with UpHex by finding the right clients and building those funnels for you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Appreciate you guys. Go get it.
Go get it. That's it.
Thank
Can't
you.
say it any better than
Your
that.
life is much easier than mine was when I started my agency, just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Sam, thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much. Thank you for trusting us with your tribe. We really appreciate it. We're always here
Thanks,
to help.
buddy.
Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
See you guys.
Thanks,
See you
guys. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.